All right, today I want to do a flip through of this here Men's Adventure Quarterly, issue number 11 from September 2024. This is the UFO issue. So all of the articles in here have to do with extraterrestrials. These were articles originally printed in Men's Adventure magazines from the 50s to the 70s. And it has articles by our fellow YouTube personalities, Jules Burt and Gary Levisi. Very knowledgeable, two very knowledgeable fellas. Before we flip through that, I just wanted to announce that we went over to Ira's channel, SF Words of Wonder, to do a review of this Black Cloud by Fred Hoyle, which is a first contact story, science fiction story. So it kind of goes with the UFO theme here. I had a lot of fun. It should be posted today, I believe. I don't know. But I'll put a link down there for Ira's channel. And if the video's out, there will be a link for the video. So now let's flip this camera around and do a flip through of this Men's Adventure Quarterly, issue number 11. This came out in September 2024. You can get these at Amazon and menspulpmags.com. So first and foremost, as per usual, the graphic design by Bill Cunningham is spectacular. Has this nice vintage, kind of 50s, 60s, I think it's more 60s looking organization. The text. Got the introduction by Bob Dice. This is pretty cool because he talks about when he grew up. He's actually from Dayton, Ohio, which is where we're at. And it's where the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base is. And that's where Project Blue Book was ran. Project Blue Book was the government's research on UFOs. I've been to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base many times. I've never seen a UFO or anything UFO-like, but I've only been to the museum, you know. There's lots of excellent old planes there. Very different. So here we go. Here's the layout kind of stuff that I was talking about that Bill Cunningham does. You know, it just looks amazing. Of course, it has the original artwork from the Men's Adventure magazines, and it gives the credit. Bruce Minnie did this illustration. So here we are in the 1950s. This first article is a reprint by Donald Kehoe, who was a author of science fiction and weird tales, pulp stories. But he was also a true believer. So he wrote lots of books and articles about UFOs and actual research. It was very serious. Feels cool. It's good. Oh, and here's the original article. Reprinted. Nice and big. They don't just take pictures of the original magazine and reprint them, which I'm thankful for. It's easy to read. Nice, big, easy text. And then they do the actual reprints of the pages, just for like the ads and the cartoons and some of the stuff like this. So it gives you the realness, the real feel. I love that they have the original covers too. So here's his magazine from May, June 1953. It's articles like I Fought the Killer Shark, which is probably, or maybe a story featured in their Man-Eaters collection. This one is The Saucers Are Spies from Mars by Jack Jonathan. Beautiful covers. illustrations. Still in the shot. Sorry about that. Day the Earth Stood Still. And it kind of does have UFO stories from different media. Not just the magazines, but it mentions the movies and stuff that were popular at the time. What I think is really interesting about this is to see the attitudes and the ideas about UFOology, because nowadays, it's oversaturated, but back then it was kind of a weird thing to be into UFOs. But it was very popular. I believe the 1950s was when it was really, really popular. But obviously they didn't have the television shows like we do now. This was about EC's UFO comics of the 1950s. EC Comics, most famous for Tales from the Crypt and the Haunt of Fear, the horror comics, and Weird Science. And they have like war titles also. So EC kind of did this short-lived run of a UFO series that was kind of serious. We got True Strange from August 1957. It's like Maryland there. Love these covers. It says Thomas Beecham. That's the artist. My gal Anita Ekberg there. Most famous from La Dolce Vita. See if I can find a clip to put up there. She is drop dead gorgeous. She's also in, it's kind of funny because she's not in the movie, but she's in From Russia with Love. When there's the big billboard and the Russian is crawling out of her, the hole in the billboard, it's her mouth, and it's a picture of Anita Ekberg. Anyway. So this is great. They got some covers here. Reproduced, brightened up. Are they hiding the truth about flying saucers? So this is a lot of nonfiction. There's a lot of nonfiction in here. There's Dayton, Ohio. Isn't it funny how when you're so used to seeing, like you have certain words queued up in your mind that you can just look at this whole page of text and it's drawn right to it. I'm sure there's a word for that. Are they hiding the truth about flying saucers? I like these articles too because they are by former pilots, like people in the military that after they got out of the military, they're writing about this UFO stuff. And it makes it even more appealing because you're like, these aren't just some wackos with a VHS recording lights in the sky. You just figure that this is the real deal, Become an official talent scout. It's just you. This cheap little camera taking pictures of scantily clad ladies. It's the job. It's the job to have. Here's the article by Gary Levisi, The Space Exploitation. So Gary Levisi is the paperback master, paperback godfather. At least here on YouTube, I consider him that. So here's the 3 of the sexy UFO-based paperbacks. Probably incredibly rare. And then it has some of Donald Keogh's books there. About UFOs. Oh, this is my favorite graphic design page here. It's mesmerizing. That is absolutely beautiful. So here we are in the 1960s. Oh, this article, sorry, that was loud. The George Adamaski is this guy. And he was essentially like I don't know. I want to call him a cult leader, but he was into Eastern philosophy and like created these like temples of worship, and he would, I don't know, make up offshoot religion kind of it. And anyway, so this guy is like, says that he's spotted a UFO, and they start talking to him. And he says, this is what the UFO looks like. Here's him standing next to this painting of this UFO, of this alien who comes down and tells him information about the world. Oh, this is so wacky. This is hilarious. This is, it's probably my favorite article in here. Because I like, zany things. And it is out there. This guy was definitely a con artist. And it's fun. If you're smart enough to realize it's a con, those guys are hilarious. Here's some ads for some of his Bob Dice's other stuff here. So the Art of Ron Lesser's Volume 1 and 2. We have a flip video of this one. And we have this one in. We haven't done the flip video yet, because it takes me forever to get to anything. Here's an article written by John A. Keel. We have his Jadoo book. Actually, we have a couple copies of it. We have different covers. In this, Bob says that he is given credit for making the term Men in Black into the lexicon of UFOlogy. He said he's not 100% sure if he made it up or not, but he's the one who made it famous. And John Keel is also famous for writing the Mothman Prophecies, a movie that we enjoy. I've been to Point Pleasant myself. Went to the Mothman Museum. I love that stuff. So there's some Men in Black, the Mothman. UFO Agents of Terror. And this is similar. Oh, look at that artwork. Oh, that's so beautiful. The color. And he matches the color on the other page. Good eye. So this is similar to the first two articles where it's pretty serious. It's like this, he's taking it serious. This is serious research. Conspiracy. This is definitely a conspiracy heavy article. Conspiracy used to be fun. I think it's kind of ruined these days because way too many people believe that it's true. They believe anything. They just want to believe it because it's a conspiracy, I guess I should say. So here's an article by Jules Burt about the television show UFO, Jerry Anderson's UFO. This was is it from the 70s? Yeah. UK. It's a television show in the UK. And he says, where does he say? Oh, so he's like gives a list of episodes to watch, to check it out, to see if you like it. And it's all on YouTube at the time being. It's all on YouTube. You can watch it for free. Not officially, so who knows how long it'll be up there. And I went to go watch one with my wife. And I thought that there was going to be like out in space and stuff, but it started like on Earth. And it was like I don't know, it was like a marital dispute, like who has custody of the child, and this guy, where is he? With the hairdo. Like he's like with his son in this futuristic car, which is kind of cool. And it's dropping his kid back off to his ex-wife's house, and when he drops the kid off, the kid's like, I want to show you my model plane or whatever. He's like, okay, go get it. And then the mom comes out, and then her new boyfriend is there too, and this like this awkward thing. And I'm like, I thought it was gonna be like Star Trek. And so then like they get in this argument, he goes to leave before the kid could show him the model. He's in the car, leaving, driving down the street. The kid comes running out with this model airplane. And then he runs out into the street and he gets hit by a car. And we just did not see it coming. And me and my wife just start cracking up. But it's very dramatic. It's not funny. It's not funny. We just have a sick sense of humor. And then, and then we had to leave. And so we haven't watched the rest of the episode, but she was really into it. She's like, I need to know what happens. So that was last weekend, but we're definitely going to keep watching it. Jules Bird says it's cool, it's cool. And it looks like they do, there's space stuff in there, obviously. But I don't know, we just hit the one episode that was serious. So yeah, very colorful layout. They got the colorful 60s ladies. We love 60s ladies. Look at those outfits. '70s. Larry Lewis. This one is the sea, unidentified sea objects. That was cool. I'm really glad they included this. It changed it up, but it was kind of similar. And so it's this account of all of these people who encountered strange objects underwater, like spaceship type encounters. Yeah, that was really interesting. Ad for Paperback Fanatic. We love sexy sirens and their flying saucers. Look at this. Look at this painting of Forbidden Planet. Man, I love Forbidden Planet. If you've never seen Forbidden Planet, go watch it. It's not for free. You have to pay for it somewhere. But it was the inspiration for Star Trek. And it stars Leslie Nielsen, but he's very serious. And it has Anne Francis, Altair, the love interest. So it's like a bunch of people from Earth go out to inhabit these other planets. Space travel is now possible. And this group of researchers or scientists, whatever, go to this planet, and then they lose contact. And the spaceship, led by Leslie Nielsen, shows up, and there's only the main guy, the doctor, and his daughter living on this planet alone, and everyone else is dead. So it's just them kind of, the military checking out what happened. And she's like, a teenage girl, and there's all these dudes land, right? And she's like, they're all hanging out, they all want Anne Francis. But, of course she's going to go after the captain, Leslie Nielsen. There's this scene in it, and it is hilarious, where he's playing kind of hard to get, and she wants him, and she goes, why don't you kiss me like everybody else does? And he goes, everybody? It's one of my favorite scenes in any movie. I always thought it'd be a great sample of a punk song. Everybody. Devil Girl from Mars. So this is a photo gallery of sci-fi movies. Mara Corday. She was in Tarantula, Man Without a Star, A Day of Fury, and Raw Edge. This one I don't know, but she's definitely the most attractive of the three. I like the halftone effect they did on the picture there. Yeah. She's a looker. She kind of looks like Kathleen Hanna right there from Bikini Kill. Wonderful. I love the photo galleries. Hey, there's some nudity. So, Are UFOs Attacking Our Oil Fields? By Robert F. Dorr. Robert F. Dorr we mentioned in the Vietnam issue because he was he wrote lots of war stories. Oh, look at that. Look at that, folks. Cover illustration by Earl Norham. Inset, Robert F. Dorr. Yeah, so Earl Norham. Oh, there's Robert F. Dorr. Yeah, they did a whole book. That's right, they put out a whole book, A Handful of Hell, of war stories. And then here's his article, Are UFOs Attacking Our Oil Fields? And they have the front cover artwork. Artwork by Earl Norham, yeah. So yeah, another wonderful issue. Oh, up next, the Private Eyes issue. Oh man, now we're talking. That is right up our alley. All of the things they do are right up our alley. Who are we kidding? Look at that. Mickey Spillane, Michael Avallone, Mike Shane, James Reasoner, Paul Bishop, John Harrison, and Honey West. I just learned about Honey West not too long ago from David Books and Comics channel. Here's some of their past issues. So they got the Western, they got Spies, War, the Jungle Girls. That one's higher on my list to get. The Dirty Mission issue. Looks like they're killing Nazis. That's wonderful. The Heist. Oh, the Heist issue. That was cool. Gang Girls. I need to get that. We need to get that right away. Heavy Hitters. Hitman. We have this one, and we have the Croc Attack. There's Jules Burt. Paperback Parade. Gary Levisi. We have a few of those. Yeah, and another wonderful issue. Go get it. menspulpmags.com. That's where I prefer to get it instead of Amazon. And that's it. Thanks for watching.